Hi, I got this G5 in the house, and this is how I quickly diagnose what the problem is. It came in without a note, and now I'm going to show you how I diagnose this problem. So the first thing is trying if it boots. It doesn't boot, it doesn't do anything. So it looks dead. So the next step is I'm gonna connect it to the multimeter, not the multimeter, the USB amp meter, and I'm gonna see if it pulls any current. So I connect it, and what I see is 0 amps. This means it is not charging at least, and it's not booting either. So at this moment it looks pretty dead. So the next thing is I could try another battery and see if it boots with a charged battery. So that's the next step. We're gonna provide some power with a battery or with the DCPS. So what I'm gonna do now is, because I don't have another battery for this model, what I'm gonna do now is connect the DCPS, so I turn it off. I can set the amps in, that's the maximum limit, that's the limit amp draw, and of course the provided potential voltage that you can set in. Now it's on off, so there's no current here on the connectors. So I'm gonna put it on the right poles, of course, and this is a bit tricky with this, so let's try if I can quickly set it. No, it's not handy, of course. Okay, let's take this. So now I'm gonna put some current on there, like this. This is the plus pole, this is the ground pole. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn it on. So the DCPS is turned on, and right now it's okay. It's a normal amp draw, 0, which is good. And now I'm gonna try to boot it and see if it boots. And it seems like it's booting. And in the meantime, I can also see a normal amp draw. This is normal. It slowly goes up, and it's right now pulling around 1 amp, which is normal. It's a booting process, and when it's totally booted it will draw less, of course. So now it's at maximum speed, or it was at maximum speed. Now it's a little less, goes up again, and it's still booting, which is good. So the phone is fully booted, which is perfect. So this is how I diagnose a problem quickly. So this is the first thing I do. Step 1, does it draw anything from the USB amp meter? Step 2 is looking if it boots with power. So it boots with power, so the phone works with power. So now I know there is either there must be something with the charging circuit, I already checked with another battery. I had an old battery, and it's also not charging, so it's not the battery. So it must be, or it's the USB. I checked it in the microscope. It looks normal, a little bit worn out, but the first thing I'm gonna do is replace the USB connector on the motherboard and see if this fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, then it must be something in the charging circuit, probably a chip that is responsible for charging. But I think it's gonna be the USB connector.